this is Nick D.
I'm Brie K, and this is Kasari.
You already know what it is, man. It's William Cater.
Yo, this is DJ Lost and Found.
Hey, what up? It's Miss Hero from Pew Army.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy YP, a.k.a. Young Paul.
And you're tuned into the That's Not
Christian Podcast.
Yo, we are back. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for those that are tuning in and watching. So today is just me and Jay.
Bang, bang.
Everyone is, I don't know, they're dropping like flies, yo. I don't know.
Well, it's Thursday.
It is Thursday. It's not our normal day.
Right.
Me and Jay were committed to do something this week. We were like, we had to keep, well, you know, life just happens, man. And it's throwing us off our schedule. So we're just trying to find the right groove right now with all of this. So,
Word.
yeah. But we're here though. We're here. And there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. So
It is.
there's crap.
There's prophecies. There's government stuff going crazy. Everybody mad at everybody.
Yeah.
But
people are angry right now.
yeah,
There's a lot of government stuff going on, man.
for sure.
Man. And then and then you out in New York, your mayor's wilding out too. Bro, that was the video of the week for me. Like, I laughed so hard at that, yo. And then they had him on Good Day New York, and they was questioning him about that. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that on Good Day New York.
It was crazy. It was like, who were the Negroes that you were talking about? Bro, it was crazy. He was like, you said that you felt like God needs to help him. So like, he was like, I didn't say that. I just said pray for them. Bro, crazy.
Yeah, it is. I'm trying to find the video
Of what, Eric Adams?
Yeah, what he said.
Well, it was on Instagram.
Context.
I don't know if you can.
I gotta go through the whole chat to find it.
No way.
Yeah.
No.
Let's see.
Bro, that was one of the funniest
Let me look on YouTube.
that I've seen. And you know what's funny?
He's getting a lot of flack because of, his case kind of like dropped out of nowhere. Well, not out of nowhere, but
I'm about to say, you think it's out of nowhere?
It's convenient, right? That he talks with Trump, about the whole the immigrants and the hotels and stuff like that, and then now the cases somehow start dropping and stuff like that. I don't know. It seems a little, coincidence, I guess.
Yeah. I found it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I found it. Let me see. Hold on. Put it back in that joint. Hilarious. All right, I put it back in there.
Okay. Get it now. So yeah, it just seemed a little odd.
I mean, yeah, I think he's feeling a little feeling himself. He got a little backup now.
Yeah.
And he knows it too. You know what I'm saying? Because according to him, he claims he didn't want to do the whole, paying the all those illegal immigrants and all that. Like, he really, so he says he didn't want to do all of that. So
that's funny.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I got the clip here. Let me see if I can zoom in somehow a little bit. All right.
This dude is funny.
All right.
This is a biblical moment.
You hear it?
Yeah.
When Jesus was on the cross, he said, God, forgive them, for they know not what they do. All these Negroes were asking me to step down. God, forgive them.
Yeah. And he looked at him smiling, like, you want to laugh. Yeah.
Are you stupid? So this is a biblical moment.
Bro,
oh
you stupid?
That's hilarious.
Bro, this is a mayor? Yeah.
The politics has gotten crazy the last few years.
It's not real. It's not real. I swear. I say this all the time. We're the movie in the movie.
Like, a simulation.
Yeah. This is not real, bro.
Yeah, and
That's hilarious.
and then I don't know if you saw the post Donald Trump posted about Gaza.
Bro, oh my yes, with the
Yeah,
AI, with
yeah,
Elon Eden and him on
yeah,
the beach.
yeah. I'm gonna show that because that's crazy.
Bro, but now how about the statue of himself?
Yeah, the gold statue. Do you
Bro.
remember if it has music in the background? I don't want to get flagged.
Nah, it does, but it's like it's like their music, like some bootleg. It's probably AI too.
Okay, all right,
It ain't trademark, I'm sure.
all right. Well, let's hope not.
Besides, I'm sure they want everybody to feel this.
Bringing the light for all to see. No more tunnels, no more fear. Trump Gaza is finally here. Trump Gaza shining bright. Golden future, a brand new life. Feast and dance, the deal is done. Trump Gaza, #1. Trump Gaza shining
Elon
bright.
again.
Golden future, a brand new life. Feast and dance, the deal is done. Trump Gaza, #1.
Bro, what world do we live in, bro?
Bro, I want to turn the Gaza Strip into the New Jersey Boardwalk.
And then they have him and how do you say his name? Netanyahu, the president of Israel.
Yeah.
They're chilling like,
On poolside, like it's Vegas.
That's crazy. I mean, Trump said that he wants to, he was like, oh, it could be the next Riviera or whatever.
Yeah, the next French Riviera, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. But the statue though, that statue is nah, bro. I ain't feeling that, bro. Like, nah. I mean, he already called himself King Trump.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All hail the king. That's what he said.
Yeah. He's the king of New York.
He's the bro.
Yeah. He got bearded dancing girls in bikinis. Yeah, shout out to Jay's LA.
Wait, they were bearded?
Yeah, they were bearded.
I didn't peep that.
So people like on the left were like, "Oh, look at Trump. He's gone woke."
Oh, because of the beard. Nah, that's funny.
Yeah.
I'm sure AI messed up somehow in that.
Yeah, but it's just nuts. How do you even approve that? Like,
bro, like who did that anyway? Hey, I don't know. Well, Eli got Grok to do it. I don't know.
Grok doesn't have video capabilities yet.
Yeah, bro. That joint was crazy. That's what I'm saying. There's so much going on. Like we seeing all this like madness is just wild. Like it's really wild right now.
It is.
And then people getting laid off left and right.
Yeah.
What you thinking about that?
So,
wait. Before you start to backtrack, let's start off with the emails. Let's start. They've been sending the emails out telling people to list 5 things that they did last week. What do you think about all that?
So, obviously, for everybody that listens and watches the show, they know like I'm a big Elon fan. That's not new because he's done that with his other companies as well. That exact same format. Well, he'll email them and say, okay, list 5 things that you've done or whatever the case is. And to find out like, okay, who's really working, who's not. Right. So it's not so I didn't find it like weird or anything because a lot of people online were like, why should I answer this email? Why should I do this?
Bro.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, if you got that email, you work for the government, would you respond to it?
Bro, I could list 5 things I did today.
Okay, yeah.
Like
So
I'm not even tripping on that.
Yeah. So that's the whole point. They were trying to find number one, are people actually working and who doesn't reply and they're getting checks, right?
Yeah.
Because they found that there's people that are like 300 years old from like 100 to 300 years old receiving Social Security. Exactly. Then men.
Look at that. Right on time, LNF.
Yeah. So it's like it's not uncommon for them to do it. And like I feel for the people that are losing their job or potentially will be losing their job. But I also feel like, okay, it has to be done because the spending is crazy, and somebody has to come and do it, and start cutting the fat and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
I saw this chick. I don't remember her name, but Jimmy has posted her for cybersecurity stuff.
Mhm.
She does like content for getting like government contracts and all that stuff. And she posted something. She's like, "Hey, listen, the government contracts are like they're not handing them out right now. So it's like if you're looking for government contracts, for work, you should work for the private companies that need like cybersecurity and all that other stuff, versus with the government, right? Because they're cutting everything, basically everything.
Yeah.
So it's
That's crazy.
yeah. Yeah, Jimmy says I can list 5 things I accomplished before 5 a.m. Yeah,
Oh
and that's the
Lord.
whole point. They just wanted an email. It didn't have to be crazy. There was a post of somebody who used Grok, which is
Elon. Yeah.
Elon's like Chat GPT or whatever, and they literally typed out, "Give me 5 things that they can check to verify," and Grok literally listed like 5 things to post. And sent it as the email, and then Elon posted about it. He's like, "You see, this is why we got to do the emails." So
Uh,
it was like a double thing. Like it was funny because they use Grok, but it was also like, all right, this guy is like playing around.
yeah.
You know.
I don't know.
LNF, LNF says Democrats don't care when people lost their job over the jab. They wanted to do what was best for everyone. There now it's
It's
an
an
issue
issue.
else. Yeah.
Yeah. I
But
mean that's true.
LNF, there's people that have been working there for decades that
Yeah.
have been getting that they were hustling the system, whatever that may be, and then they're getting fired, right? Um, it was said that in DC alone, the amount of new houses for sale just like shot up like crazy.
Really.
Yeah,
Oh my God. I
yeah.
mean, but I wonder, like, I'm sure there's a lot of people that hustle the system, but I wonder how many like people who just honestly did their job lost their job. Like
Yeah, I'm
that.
sure. I'm sure there's some of that too. Um, and a lot of the way Elon runs his companies, right? He wants the best of the best to work, and if you're just doing whatever you're gonna get by, like it's not gonna work out because they're gonna fire you, right? And when it comes to government, like they didn't care. They just had all these big budgets. All right, hire as many people as you need for whatever it is that we need, and make it happen. You know?
But Elon is also like he's what would you say? Like he's addicted to work almost.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
he expects people to be the same.
yeah.
Everybody ain't gonna be like that.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with
And
that.
so I think that's it could get like where's the balance? You know what I'm saying? Like where does he think it's so would he think that it's okay that
What's the
we
limit?
may have a slow week? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
everything ain't no it's the government, everything ain't always hustle and bustle. Right?
right,
It's the government. They're not trying to churn out a new Model X or something. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So I wonder how he views it, or how can they view it in that sense? Because then again, right, there's some people that they may not try to work Saturdays and Sundays. Obviously, they can't with the government, but how do they prove how hard they work? You know what I'm saying? So I wonder if any of that has happened.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. I know. There was somebody that posted a story of one of the guys that works for him for Doge, that's doing
mhm,
like all the coding or whatever. He said that he went to school with him. I think he went to Stanford in Cali. And
mhm,
he said that the dude was coding an app, and he accidentally deleted all the code by accident.
yeah.
The dude that Elon hired for Doge literally spent the whole night rewriting the code, everything. And those are the type of people that Elon be like,
That's what I'm
pushing
saying.
and all that stuff. But it's unrealistic, like especially if you have a family and all that stuff. But even a normal person, like imagine putting those
That
crazy
many
hours.
hours, yeah.
Yeah, like
And
it's
people
wild.
do that, right?
Sure,
I
sure.
mean, people do that, and there's a lot of even I think when you're young too, you do it because you're trying to prove yourself. So
Yeah,
you go the extra mile and do that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
imagine doing that every day for the next 20 years, bro.
Yeah. It's like you're
That's
dying faster.
yeah, you just wear yourself out. So
Yeah.
that's crazy. Was this Jay? I'm a disciplist and a capitalist. Okay. Home prices dropped like 80K since Trump got in office. Why nobody mad at every president has downsized? What do you mean?
Yeah, I think Jimmy posted this on his story, where it was Clinton talking about the same thing where they got to cut government spending and they need to cut jobs and all this other stuff. I think Obama said it as well. But for whatever reason, because Elon's involved and it's Trump, it's like, everybody's
Yeah.
raising alarms,
Yeah, I don't know. Right. Well, it's because of Elon. Yeah, that's really what it is.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. They saving a lot of money, so can we all get Teslas or something?
I'm sure that'll come eventually.
I mean, think about it. If they gave every household a Tesla, what's that? How many billions is that?
A lot. I mean, they were saying this is the Doge's website right now, and here's where they post like how much money they saved every day.
Yeah.
So, for example, here this post was at 11:17 in the morning Eastern time. It says U.S. taxpayer dollars were going to be spent in the following items, all which have been canceled: 60 million for indigenous people and Afro-Colombian empowerment, 74 million for inclusive justice in Colombia. I don't know why we're sending that type of money over there. 79 million for primary literacy in Kenya.
What?
Where else? Well, read more. Then it brought me to the Twitter. Hold on. Let me see if I could. Hold on a second. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Can we see this?
Not now.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. All right, there we go. So 37 million for female empowerment in Colombia. Yo, Colombia getting mad money.
Yeah, why they getting all this money?
I don't know. 8 million
60 mil for indigenous people, 74 for inclusive. Why are we sending money for inclusive justice in Colombia?
Yeah, 3.3 million for being LGBTQI in the Caribbean, and then 25K to increase vegan local climate action innovation in
Zambia. Bro, yes. All right. So look, okay. I'm not mad at that, right? That's healthy.
It's yeah, and I'm not so mad at the where does it primary literacy in Kenya? I mean, what technically is wrong with that?
Nah, I don't think anything's wrong with that. But 25, bro, out of all the stuff on here for the healthy stuff, you only get 25K.
Right. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Now I do say, I mean, although I'm not mad at we send close to 80 mil to Kenya for primary literacy, but is there there's tons of rich people in Africa. Like why are we sending? And not that I'm against it, but we got so much stuff that we could do here. Like, why are we sending all this money everywhere?
Right. And that's the argument that Elon was bringing up. Like, basically what we've been saying for a while. Like, people are struggling here, but we're sending all this money to Ukraine
everywhere
and all
else
stuff, and like our people are like, suffering. And then somebody proposed on Twitter. It was like, how about all this money that's saving? How about you give it back to the taxpayer? So I think somebody did the math, and it was going to be like 5K per person, in the United States. And then Elon was like, "I'll talk to the president about it." So he talked to the president. The president was like, "I think it's a great idea. We should do it." But that's all that's happened. It hasn't really been nothing crazy.
Bro, look at this. Leon, what's good? Where's the alien research? Yeah, where is it?
Yeah, I think I feel like all of this that's occurring and like they're releasing, that's just like not even the tip of the iceberg. Like that's just like
I still want to see the JFK MLK stuff. Like what's going on? Where's those documents?
I don't know. They just released supposedly part 1 of the Epstein stuff.
Bro. So I mean, but they supposedly released JFK. Like, didn't they approve of that like a month ago or something?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
what are we doing
yeah.
here?
I don't
I'm
know.
ready to read this stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Mace, what are you against? I guess the money to Africa or the vegan climate. I don't know what part you're against, but
Yeah.
and that's just so what you just showed was that's just a small amount. Like there's other things that we've seen that they sent to other countries too, like
Yeah.
tons of countries, tons of money that
Yeah.
we send that's supposedly taxpayer money, right?
Correct.
And again, right? But meanwhile, you got people in Maui only getting $700 checks for losing their homes. People in Los Angeles getting these $700 FEMA checks with no fire insurance. What do you think they could do with 79 million in LA or in
Bro,
Maui?
I feel like they could do a lot. You know?
And that, like, again, that's just one part.
Yeah. And it's just been every day they just post like all this stuff. I think yesterday they posted, which was kind of crazy. They posted all the media subscriptions that all these departments had, the software subscriptions. It's like these are hundreds of millions of dollars of software subscription that nobody uses.
Right. Like, what the heck? So LNF says 20K, 5K is only 20% of the findings. The other 80% is going toward the debt.
Right. Yeah, that's what they said they wanted to do. Or propose, I should say. Yeah.
Wow.
But I started to think, and I was like, dang, if they give 5K to everybody, what's that gonna do to inflation? But it's like it's already money that they already created. They're just
it's money that's already
giving
there.
it back.
It's just diverting it, really.
Yeah.
So Leon
but
says,
things will go up though, because everybody's just gonna be.
I mean, yeah, taxpayers need more money.
Bro, you could get 80 million of that and help out the homeless. Like,
right at 80 million, bro. That's
that alone.
There was still like another 50, 60 we didn't even account for, like just in that one post. Dem said we love the poor, so we're gonna vote against making tips and overtime tax free. Right? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think Epstein list is cap. Why not drop the names instead of giving it to influencers?
That's a good point. I thought about that too. I was like, why didn't they just release it?
Yeah.
And then they're releasing it in parts. Like, what the heck? Just release everything at once.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like a game. I don't get it, man.
Yeah. This dude Mason crazy right now. He said the homeless help the middle class.
What are you talking about? Mason high.
Yeah. So I haven't filed taxes because I'm waiting for them to abolish it.
Me too. I haven't filed it yet. I'm trying to see what's going on.
Yeah, same.
They already let go so many people.
Yes, facts too. Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm trying to hold out, yo.
Word.
So they say it's abolished, but it's a party.
Yeah.
Bro. And then when you start going down that IRS rabbit hole, it's crazy, yo.
Yeah.
Like how it all started and all of that craziness. Like it's wild. But
it definitely is.
Anyway, I'm all for it. I'm all whatever. I'm fine. I'm okay with them, doing what they got to do to try to cut some of that waste and these foolish things like 3 million just for LGBTQ in Caribbean. Like, what do they do with that?
Yeah.
Like, who do you give the 3 million to? Is there a group? Like, they're just waiting for the funds or something to be deposited?
It is crazy. I mean, they was talking about building a new embassy in, like, I don't know if it was Cairo or wherever, and it was like hundreds of millions. And it was like, how does it cost hundreds of millions of dollars in Cairo to build a new embassy?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
What's wrong with the old embassy? Renovate it. Like, what? I don't know. Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of people. They're gonna be mad about everything. So I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. And then it makes you think, like, a lot of these, like, senators and like representatives kind of against it, and you're like, well, why are you against finding out like where this money is going? Like, did you get some of this money? You know, you kind of start thinking
No,
like kind of suspicious. You
it
know?
makes you wonder, right?
Yeah,
I seen that too. I seen people make posts about that. Like, what do you like? How are you upset about you know what they're doing as opposed to where the waste is? You know what I'm saying? Like, so you so mad about this dude and him being there looking for the waste that you don't even care where the money was going.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's crazy.
It is. I agree.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
What I think gets a little dicey is, for example, right? This whole incident with all these planes, right, and the FAA,
bro, what the
and
heck?
yeah, and everything going on. We had the Delta flight that flipped over in Canada while it was landing. You had near miss. I think what was it yesterday or the day
Chicago?
before yesterday?
Was
Yeah,
it Chicago? I
yeah,
believe.
Chicago
Yeah,
with Southwest.
with the private jet. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So a lot of people are blaming, Elon and the president for like cutting like air traffic controllers, but air traffic controllers have always been a job that's always been kind of like in demand. There's
Yeah.
just not a lot of them because of the stress and everything like that. But like it was reported today that Elon is stepping in to upgrade the system. He's not allowing Verizon, who has the contract for the FAA, for
Mhm.
like their network, right? So he's gonna step in and use Starlink, which is a SpaceX
Yeah,
internet,
yeah, yeah.
right? So that kind of that gets a little uh, how do I say, like
Well,
a
conflict?
dicey, yeah, a
Oh,
little bit of a
like a
conflict, right?
conflict of interest?
Yeah, even if Starlink is a better product and everything, but it's like, dang, like if this didn't really happen, you wouldn't be, pushing, your company, for it. So I don't
You
know.
think not though? Like, think about it, right? Because
Yeah.
let's remove him from being where he is now, right? Because even in the past, he's offered to rebuild Puerto Rico's infrastructure for
Mhm.
the grid,
Yeah, yeah. They've donated Tesla
right?
solar, Tesla
That's
batteries,
what
and
I'm
all that.
saying. So he's offered in situations even with it without him having to be in government. So
Yeah,
I don't know
that's a good point.
I don't know if he would totally not say, "Hey, use Starlink because you guys are screwing up." You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah,
mean, I think that with all of that going on, as in his business mind, he probably like, I got a better product, you know. So,
sure,
but
sure.
is
And
that
he
saying that
stated, yeah, he
is that
stated that taxpayer money is not going to be used. He's literally donating the Starlinks and all that and everything, right? To
but is
get it
that
like
to say that but by saying that, is he saying that there's an issue with the communication?
that. I mean, basically that's what that it's outdated. That Verizon is known to be the king when it comes to communications,
Right.
internet and all that. And then to kind of like go over here and say it's trash, you know, I mean, it says a lot.
Because now that makes me wonder, like, is it an issue with personnel, not enough people, or is it a communication issue? Or is it a combination of both? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. It seems like it's a combination of both. Um, a lot of the software that they're using, I read that it's when they first were building, the whole FAA branch of government. So that's like, back in the what 60s, 70s, whenever airlines started really getting popping.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of outdated software that they're fixing, or
Mm.
upgrading, I should say, right? Um, but yeah, and then now it's like, all right, what's gonna be next, right? What other uh companies, Elon's company is gonna step in and like kind of like take over, next.
Yeah.
If it comes to government vehicles, right? Police, there was a report that said that they were gonna get money uh for the Cybertrucks, for armored Cybertrucks,
Mhm.
right? And then it came out that that was under Biden, who
Yeah, I was
authorized.
about to say that was Biden that signed that one
Yeah,
though. Like
yeah, and then
400
Elon,
mil.
yeah, and then Elon comes and says that's probably gonna get cut because that's too much money, to be like that. And that, but then you have the argument of, well, a lot of his companies have taken, government contracts. SpaceX wasn't one. Tesla has taken government contracts, and things like that. So it's like your wealth and your business creation have been because of government
Yeah,
influence.
that's true. I
So,
mean, but again,
but if your product is better, I mean, I guess that's
yeah, I
capitalism.
was about to say, like, I don't think, I think it's already been happening, whether he was in the White House or not.
Right.
He's been dealing with the contracts and stuff. Now it's interesting to say that he's going to cut the 400 mil for the Cybertrucks, even though that still benefits him.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Yeah, but you can argue that's like to be like, okay, yeah, guys don't really like look at me. Just
yeah, he can discount it now.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure. Especially if he's
so,
finding money for LGBT, but like, okay, well, now we can fund it. Instead of 100 Cybertrucks, let's do 200.
right. You know what I'm saying? So either or, but I don't know, man. Let me hit the comments. LNF said, Jasmine Crockett said 5K ain't gonna help nobody. It's gonna help me.
I mean,
Anything, any little.
If people was over here going crazy for what was the pandemic? $200?
No,
$2,000?
$2,000.
And people was like, okay, I can
People
only
went,
imagine, but
people went
6,000 per taxpayer.
Yeah, that's per taxpayer, bro.
So
That's
my
already
kids pay taxes, so
bro. I'm gonna make my kids paying taxes this year just in case. I'm not flying at all this year. Road trips only.
Yo, I thought about that too.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing. I got Jack. Yo, Leon says Elon giving them. He put Angie, but he meant anti. He said Elon's giving them antichrist vibes. He don't trust them.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not saying come and bow down to me, or like, if you don't get this, then
not yet. Yeah, Leo said he got picked up in a Tesla yesterday and didn't know how to open the door. Come on, bro. You just gotta push the other end in, yo.
Yeah, it's an everyday thing. Everybody who rides in my Tesla, it's the same thing.
They were like trying to tap around, figuring out how it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
man. But I don't know. It's crazy times. I'm interested to see how it continues. But
yeah. I mean, I appreciate the the website to like list everything. Whether it's true or not, I don't know, right? Because I'm not there to see like what the government contracts are.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're saying like, yo, there was a contract for this amount and it was going to this, like, well, why? Cancel that.
Yeah.
So
now, you know what? I did hear that there was like 20 of his people left because they didn't feel comfortable.
I heard about that.
Right, letting people go as well. I guess letting certain people go.
Yeah.
So, which I guess that goes back to what we said. Like, right, there probably are some people that are actually being terminated that, that probably worked there for years and relied on that, right? Because, there's always been the thing that if you worked for government, you can
safe.
Yeah, right. Because that's a job that you're always gonna have, right? I mean, it's a job you can retire on, right?
Right.
And
that's still true.
Yeah, it's still true, right? But I'm pretty sure that those people were thinking the same thing.
Sure. I also think like with a lot of these firings, based on like how Elon be firing like people within Tesla and like SpaceX or whatever, right? He'll like wake up one day and be like, all right, let's cut this entire department. And then he'll realize, oh shoot, I shouldn't have cut everybody. Like, let's start hiring some of these people back.
Yeah. And they have done that actually. They've done that. I've heard that they've had hired some people back in some situations. So
well,
yeah.
there you go. Yeah, I mean, it happens. I guess you get your job back.
That's wild though, right? I mean, I guess but that's him thinking like
too rash.
Yeah, like he's not really, I guess, really game planning on it. He's just going with it
off the cuff.
Yeah, exactly.
But then it's also like maybe that should be the case, right? Because like imagine how long you're gonna spend time you have a whole freaking government you gotta run, right? And that's the biggest employer. The government in the United States, the government is the biggest employer. Right? You could fact
I
check.
guess. I mean, I don't know. Probably.
Yeah.
I
So
would assume so.
yeah.
Outside of Amazon.
Well, yeah, yeah. So they have to do hard, hard stuff. Pause. Um,
Sheesh.
to get where they want to go, if that's the plan, right?
Yeah.
USPS is hiring, says Mason. USPS they need to go and look at USPS and cut that joint, because along with the
Oh,
IRS, those are the two government branches I want them to cut.
y'all think Amazon can put? I think they can. I think so.
Yeah,
There've been times where I thought the post office was going to go out of business.
yeah. They've lacked funding and all that stuff, and it's like, bro, how much money do you think you need? I'm sure there's mad inefficiencies there.
I
And
think
Amazon is
Amazon
pretty efficient.
for real, and
Mhm.
plus, I think Amazon is what keeping the post office going, because they're I've noticed that on Sundays I'm seeing them more, and they're dropping off Amazon packages.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, they need to be thanking Amazon. So, yeah,
Yeah,
crazy. So, listen, back to New York. We was talking about Mayor Adams, but back
yeah,
to New York,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Whitney Lynn. Who's Whitney Lynn? Anybody know who Whitney Lynn is?
Bro, when I saw that video, which I will post the view, I was like, who is this lady? I never even heard of her.
I never heard of, but apparently she prophesied the LA fires, right? I mean,
Yes. And I was trying to find video on that, but I couldn't find anything.
but LA's always been on fire.
So you think she's just like what's
She's
that
just like,
saying, that a clock hits 12 twice,
oh,
something like that?
yeah, broken clock is right 2 times out the
Yeah,
day. Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, is that possible?
I don't know. I mean, I
All
didn't.
right, so here it is. This is what this is. I have no idea who this lady is, but here it is.
Yeah.
I see in the spirit. I don't know if it's spiritual or physical, but I
mic.
see that
She's on
that
the
Manhattan
road.
Bridge may not be there any longer. I see bombs coming. I see destruction all around. I see things being emptied out. I see desolation. I see destruction of buildings, bridges, Times Square. I tell you, make things right with Jesus Christ today. He's the Lord of Lords and King of Kings. He came and he died on a cross for your sins and mine, and rose again in 3 days. He is alive. He's the one true God. But the wages of our sin is death, hell, forever. What are sins? Lying, cheating, murder, abortion, homosexuality, sex before marriage, drunkenness. These very sins will separate you from a holy God forever and ever. There will be consequence on the earth for the sin that you live in. But there is hope in Jesus, because Jesus came to rescue you from that sin. He came to conquer hell, death, and the grave. He came so you and I would be forgiven.
Wow.
Yeah, so she said Manhattan Bridge. And then when I first saw the video, I thought she said something about Times Square, but she was just saying everybody in Times Square should repent. Mason says she's an evangelist. Okay. The new Paula White. Oh, man. Let her cook.
So that was wild.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not gonna be the first person I've heard where people, prophesied over New York and say that it's gonna sink or there's gonna be some type of destruction in New York. I've heard that plenty of times before, though.
Yeah. Basically, Ellen, I've said the same thing. Just destruction is coming to NYC. Which one specifically? NYC's destruction on a daily basis, be for sure. And
not even to mention that, just the Bronx too.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad enough.
Yeah. And I don't want to. What do I want to say? I don't want to like diminish, what she said, right?
Oh,
Because
no. Don't want to do that, but
it can happen, sure. But a lot of the times we see, God told me this, God told me that, and
yeah, it doesn't pan out.
doesn't pan out or whatever the case
Yeah.
is.
Enough is laughing, bro. Yeah, you get rid of the Bronx alone, bro. New York crime rate drops like 70%. Yeah,
That's what Trump need to do. He need to go to the Bronx and make that the Riviera.
right. Make that he talking about Trump Gaza, do Trump Bronx, yo, the whole Bronx. Put a statue up there in Co-op City.
Have everybody that gets their the fish and everything be chilling around that statue.
Right, bro. Stop playing.
Word.
But nah, I mean, I don't know. Like again, I've never seen her before. Like Mason says, she's an evangelist, so didn't know much about her.
Yeah, same. And the fact that this account that Dom on Twitter posted her, right?
Yeah,
That
was interesting.
Yeah, exactly. So it made me like intrigued, like, hey, who is she or whatever?
Because he posted her, right? Because he usually doesn't post.
Other than that, I would have never known who she is. First time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's wild.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm definitely avoiding the Manhattan Bridge from now on.
Yeah, don't go. Take what's the other one? Queens. What's the one by you?
Yeah, Queensboro.
Yeah, take that one, yo.
Yeah. And then I said,
don't even go in the city. You gotta pay.
Well, no, the way I go in the city when I do, I don't need to pay.
Okay.
Yeah. Prophets are specific. She out here giving generalities. And if you knew millions of people would be facing destruction, wouldn't it move you to tears to share? She's awfully calm. Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
That's a good point. I can't, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, that's true.
But the only reason why we're showing this video, right, is because Dom said that she also had, I guess, prophesied, predicted
the LA fire.
Yeah.
So that's what made it kind of like, all right, well,
what she got to say?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's it. That's all we got for today, folks. We get the Bible of the day. The Bible verse of the day.
Another Bible. You want the whole Bible of the day? This guy water wet. Yeah. I believe Marcus Rogers' prophecy before hers. Ooh, being a prophet is spooky. Yeah. I mean,
can't disagree, with what you're saying, but we'll see.
I know. We'll see. I mean, I don't want it to be true.
True.
Don't want it to be true. But yeah, stay off the Manhattan Bridge just in case.
Word. 1 Timothy chapter 4, 15 to 16 says, "Be diligent in these matters. Give yourself wholly to them, so that everyone may see your progress. Watch your life and doctrine closely. Persevere in them, because if you do, you will save both yourself, and your hearers."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
1 Timothy. Yeah.
1 Timothy 4.
Amen, bro.
Yeah.
So, let me see.
Yes. I was gonna say that too. At least she gives the gospel. I'll give her that.
For sure. And then Mason says Javante for the W this weekend. And if
he's
we're
fighting?
watching the
I thought he retired.
Nah, Javante, he's gonna fight. Is he fighting? Who is he fighting? I don't know. Who he fighting real quick?
Watching the Oscars.
Yeah,
who watches that?
Yeah, I don't know. Unless Will Smith's getting slapped again. I don't know.
I barely watched the All-Star, the NBA All-Star game.
Right. Oh, Roach. That's right. He's fighting Roach. Yes.
And what's his name?
I can't remember his name, but yes, that's right.
Anyway.
Lamar Roach.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, that's gonna be a
I
good
didn't know
one.
that. Might have to watch.
Yeah, Saturday night. I hate those late fights, yo.
Yeah, word.
Then you gotta get up early for church. You be messed up,
Word.
passing out.
Word.
But yo, thank you everybody. Appreciate y'all, especially in the comments, man. Y'all kept it going.
Sure.
Yeah. So, man, again, thank you. If you didn't like the video yet, please subscribe if you haven't. And keep it tuned, man. We're gonna get these dates straight, and we're gonna try hopefully get everybody on and look towards we got to get more interviews in. Yo, LNF, man, where's the video? What the?
I talked to him already. I'll let you know in the chat.
Oh, okay. All right,
Yeah,
my bad. Never mind.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. All right. I never got some joints on the way, yo. Yeah. So anyway, thanks everybody. Appreciate y'all. And keep up with us next week, yo.
Word. Peace out.
All right, later.